There is a saying that people write their own destiny. But have you ever pondered that someone can predict your past, present, as well as future by simply looking at your handwriting or signature? Not only this, but just by getting little changes done to your writing or signature, your fate can be altered. Although you might never have imagined it, it can be done. And this has been claimed to be true by the renowned signature specialist Dr. Raj Deepak Mishra, who has not only published a book on this unique theory called Signature Speak, but also holds the world record of inscribing the names of Sri Sita Ram more than 10 million times at the age of 36. Being an ultimate theist, he still continues the practice of writing the names of Sri Sita Ram daily for 4 hours even today. A resident of the city of Faizabad in Uttar Pradesh, Dr. Raj Deepak Mishra had started predicting people's future by studying their signatures from the age of 15. Then he gave new heights to his talent and started predicting people's future based on the colors of ink they used or the type of footwear they wore. Dr. Mishra, who has been sharing this priceless knowledge of his with people through the medium of various newspaper and magazine columns, as well as via various television and radio programs, has now made the city of Mumbai his base of work with the spirit of serving the public at large. His commitment towards this talent of his remains undeterred even today, and he continues to offer consultation to his visitors. Today, his followers hail from different nook and corners of the world. Through his intensive research, knowledge, and experience on the subject, he has been able to bring about transformation to lives of people living thousands of miles away simply by studying their signatures. Such people include ordinary citizens as well as famous celebrities. He also holds the record of making many accurate national as well as international predictions. Our handwriting keeps changing with age, so does our luck. And who wouldn't be curious to know about his fate? Hence, to satisfy many of such curiosity that you may have in your mind, we bring the man himself, the renowned signature expert Dr. Raj Deepak Mishra, to our program. Hello everybody. I, Saundarya Garg, once again welcome all of you to our show Signature Speak. Dear viewers, Dr. Mishra could bring you face to face with so many aspects of your life. That's right, probably that's why it's been said that signatures speak. So let's put our hands together for Dr. Raj Deepak Mishra.
Hello.
Hello, Dr. Mishra. Once again, on behalf of everyone present here, I warmly welcome you to our show. Please be seated.
Thank you.
Dr. Mishra, the first question that our audience here today would like to ask you is, to what extent can your theory of signatures benefit people? Or to how many people is it applicable?
This theory is beneficial for everyone. For those who have the knowledge of astrology and also for those who do not. Any child can lead his career towards the direction of his desires by merely changing his signature. People struggling to get married in their relationships or career can benefit by changing their signatures as guided in the book. People from any race, gender, culture or religion can enjoy the fruits of this theory. It is completely different from astrology.
Dr. Mishra, you can learn about a person's past, present, as well as future through signature reading. Could you kindly throw some more light on the theory?
In simple words, stars, planets, and their positions hold great influence over a person's life. In the same way, they influence a person's signature as well. In the whole lifespan of a person, his signature changes 5 to 7 times during various occasions. It changes when you're about to get married, about to have a child, about to encounter a challenging situation. Your signature changes, and it is also slightly different during your student life. I discovered all of this during my research and came to the conclusion that planetary position do influence people's signatures. That I gradually learned about the fact that making the right changes in a person's signature can actually help in changing his future. That's when I started helping people achieve that. So far, I have consulted more than 5 lakh signatures and help people transform their lives. That includes big and accomplished professionals from the corporate world, students that were weak in their studies, people facing hindrances in getting married, etc. Trust me, just by getting little changes done to their signatures and suggesting simple remedies, I have assisted them reap amazing benefits. I'm sure you have come across instances where, despite working really hard and with all sincerity, some people continue to struggle and achieve dissatisfactory results, whereas his peers may achieve great success just by making simple efforts. So the major reason behind such cases is some fault that lies within the person's signature, and that can definitely be altered through my theory of signatures.
Dr. Mishra, you just mentioned that along with changes in a person's signature, even changes to the pen or ink he uses can make big difference in his life. Please throw some light on this as well if you don't mind.
Colors hold huge influence on a person's life. There are majorly about 5 different colors of ink that I used, and every color is favorite to someone. Let me elaborate. The person that prefers red ink is a little rebellious in nature, but he is usually highly responsible towards his work. Such a person abides by law and he reaches the high class of people in society. Would like to give you an example here.
Right.
People like accomplished judges, DMs, ministers, the ones who exhibit great power through their pens or hold great power over their pen, usually prefer using red ink. Such people can make new law by putting their signatures, that kind of authority and power over their pens.
Right.
But they are highly principled. You can always notice that such people quickly reach the top positions in their career. If they're in the army or police force and prefer using red ink, they often get promoted to the highest position. Now let's talk about the people that prefer using green ink. They're spiritual, walk by their own convictions, and abide by the rules made by the society. But they're often found facing difficulty in family life. Such a person earns great name and fame in life and often is seen gaining much bigger success compared to the effort he makes. Now, people that prefer using black ink have to struggle a bit to be successful, are a little irritable, and also egoistic.
Right.
If you've noticed, then you can find out that people in the Western countries like America, France, London, etc. seldom use green or red ink. They mostly prefer using black ink. Such people usually face disharmonious or difficult family lives. They live alone away from family. But this doesn't hold true for everyone. Black ink can be beneficial for many people. We shall discuss this in detail in our upcoming episodes about what colors of ink or types of pens suit various professions, etc. Similarly, blue is the most commonly used ink. Now you see, something that is general remains general or normal. A person that uses blue ink will at best become and remains a clerk or a normal businessman or officer, but you will seldom see such a person reaching high positions in their fields of work. Hence, you have to be careful about and aware of the ink that you use and see if it suits the kind of career that you're aiming for.
I see.
You will also find people that use various colors of ink. They write with any pen they can get their hands on. Such people are all-rounders. They are frivolous in nature and cannot stand by their own beliefs. But they belong to the high class of people in the society.
I see.
I'm sure you have noticed that many successful politicians and actors do not care about the ink they use. They grab whatever pen is available at the moment and give their autograph. So such people are quite broad-minded.
I see.
Earn a lot of money in their lives and spend lavishly as well. Hence, the ink a person uses is linked to his personality as well as his future. You can find all this information in my book.
Dr. Mishra, we do notice in our day-to-day lives that people choose to wear specific colored clothes on specific days of the week, like in schools, bus stops, or offices. For example, they choose to wear blue on Saturday, yellow or orange on a Thursday, etc. So does colors of clothes hold any relevance, or is it just superstition?
The color of clothes definitely holds great influence in one's life and personality. I will give you an example. Let us pick the color green. People who wear green are often famous and social people. Surgeons wear a green apron while operating. Again, soldiers of armed forces wear green uniform. They're often rewarded with medals, money, and respect for their work. So if you wear green while doing something, you're more likely to be successful. Similarly, people who prefer white clothes are a little artificial. Take the example of politicians from India or anywhere else. They usually prefer white and say things and act in a way that would please people, but seldom say what they actually mean. People who prefer blue clothes are quite versatile, pleasant, social, and go out of their way to help others at the cost of their own welfare. Now, people that prefer red are usually aggressive and hot-tempered. Their stubbornness can make them do anything. Take the example of religious people. You will see that they mostly wear red and are people who are led by strong convictions. They do not deter from their words or commitment. Let us take another example. The color black exhibits stress and disappointment. Suppose you are dealing with a legal issue and go to the court. You will see lawyers and other officials wearing black. You will find upset and disappointed people going there. Likewise, go to a temple. You will find people with colorful clothes.
I see. Well, Dr. Mishra, since you have just mentioned about court and lawyers in your explanation, I'm really eager to know about couples that go for a court marriage. So do you suggest that their signatures should be matched first, or someone should consult them about the necessary changes to be made to their signatures before getting married?
You have raised a great question. People often ask me the same thing on a daily basis. The way we match horoscopes to check compatibility, same way I recommend signature matching for the same. And I do a much better job in that rather than matching horoscope, because it is more reliable and accurate. You can check compatibility of any alliance through it actually. I have given a detailed chart in my book about which type of signatures are ideal matches for yours. Suppose your type is number 1 and mine is number 4, then that's a total mismatch. All you need to do is make the necessary changes to your signatures as guided in the book.
Dr. Mishra, here I would like to ask you that if our viewers wish to place an order for your book, Signatures Speak, how do they go about it?
It is quite simple. You just need to make a call on the numbers given below on the screen, place your order, and the book shall be sent to your address. I would also like to mention here that you will receive a gift with my book. I have provided a form in each of them. You can put a signature on it, followed by 2 questions of your choice, and they shall be answered absolutely free of charge. So just pick up your phones and place your orders on the numbers given below. Your book shall be delivered at your doorstep. You can choose to pay from many modes of payments available.
So, dear viewers, if you wish to place an order for Dr. Mishra's book, then it is quite simple. Just refer to the numbers being displayed below on the screen, make a call to them, and place your order. Your book shall be delivered at your doorstep. So, Dr. Mishra, this book that you have published, Signatures Speak, which contains your entire knowledge, can actually bring a ray of hope and happiness to anyone that is facing hardships or problems in life.
Absolutely. We cannot alter fate completely, but we can definitely correct or improve our situations to a great extent. I would say up to 80 to 90%. Let me also tell you about one more fascinating feature of this book, that it is not a very lengthy book, but a compact book of just 99 pages. The language is so simple that even a child can understand it easily. There is no need of any calculations. We cannot say that it is a completely astrological book, but it is definitely a fresh approach towards astrology. It was first published in 2001 and thousands of copies have already been sold. It has greatly benefited a lot of people.
Dr. Mishra, you have been researching since the last 30 years, which means that you had started working on it at the age of 15, which is so commendable.
Let me share a small anecdote here. When I was a child, an astrologer had predicted to my mother that I shall remain a failure in my life. That was the day I had determined that I would prove my worth and achieve something great in this field only. So I started my research on handwriting and signatures, and it is still going on. I have reached a position where accomplished people take my consultation today. Here, let me also tell you that destiny cannot be changed, but forthcoming obstacles on your path can definitely be removed through my theory of signatures. If you are destined to become a doctor, you will not magically become an engineer through signature change. But you can become a much better doctor, and your path can be straightened.
Dr. Mishra, we have heard that till date you have made many predictions, whether on the personal level, social level, or political level. They have mostly come true. So I would request you to tell us about few significant ones, whether they were about India or international predictions. I mean, just few significant ones.
Well, when it comes to India, I have made so many predictions that have been published in various magazines. For example, about Manmohan Singh becoming the Prime Minister of India. While the whole nation was saying that another party but Congress would win the ongoing elections, I had predicted that Congress would win them, and a person with his first name starting with M would become the Prime Minister. I had also predicted that he would become the Prime Minister in the next elections as well. I had also predicted about the number of centuries Sachin Tendulkar was going to make, and also about his forthcoming difficulties. Again, I had made the prediction about Aishwarya and Abhishek Bachchan's marriage, also about Shilpa Shetty's marriage. These were all published in a magazine called G Magazine. I had made a number of predictions in the year 2003. Maybe even my time was good, because all of them had come true. Other predictions that came true were the defeat of Mayawati's government, Mulayam Singh Yadav becoming the chief minister third time, about him leaving his seat or giving it to someone else, etc. Last year, when everyone was saying that BJP would rule over Bihar, I had predicted that the government of Nitish Kumar and Lalu Prasad Yadav would come under power instead, and it came true as well. But let me also confess that few of my predictions have been proved wrong as well. I'm not saying I've been 100% right, but 80 to 90% of my predictions have been correct. Especially predictions related to politics have been 90% correct, but 10% have proved wrong, and I have no shame in admitting it. I'm still researching and learning. People accuse astrology when any prediction goes wrong. It seldom gets any appreciation or acknowledgement. This is the bitter truth. I really think astrology has great scopes of reaching another dimension altogether. It just needs to be studied and researched on more. Unfortunately, there is no aid from the government. People have been doing it on their own. Imagine what great benefits this theory can bring to the world if sufficient research is made on it. It really needs our government support. When that happens, it will be a matter of great pride for our country. After all, the credit of merging the signature reading science with astrology would come to India.
Wonderful. Dr. Mishra, I cannot be more awestruck. Your predictions have always been so reliable and mostly correct. Well, gazing from the kind of enthusiasm that our audience is displaying today, it is quite obvious that they cannot wait to come here for a personal consultation with you. So, if I have your permission, then may I invite some of them here?
Of course, why not? Everyone is welcome.
Sir, you in white shirt, please come.
Hello.
Dr. Mishra, please tell us about his signature.
Viewers, his signature falls under the 14th category according to my theory, because he adds 2 dots to his signature. Moreover, he has used red ink. For this combination of red ink and the 14th number signature depicts a spiritual person that progresses in life through struggle and hard work. He is known as a self-made man. Such a person enjoys a glorious old age, but success comes slowly during his youth. I would like to give a very effective tip to you. If you could add 1 dot instead of 2, then you will get rid of a lot of obstacles on your path, and you will achieve success much more easily.
So you have already heard Dr. Mishra's reading. How do you feel about it?
I completely agree with what he just said. I'm a priest myself and I have never got support from family, but progressing on my own.
So Dr. Mishra has advised you to add 1 dot in place of 2 to improve your situation. Are you going to apply that?
Definitely, I'm going to apply his tip.
Alright, thank you so much. Please take your seat. Dr. Mishra, there's still a lot of enthusiasm among our audience. If I have your permission, then may I invite one more person?
Yes, of course. But I would like to say that if they have any specific questions, then they should put them forward. And I would try my best to give them the best solution. Wouldn't that be great?
Very well. Let's see. Ma'am, you in pink dress? Please come forward.
Hello.
Dr. Mishra, what about her signature?
As I can see in her signature, the first word is bigger than the latter, and the latter is written in broken letters. Hence, we shall consider her signature as the third type, not first. She may have a lot of potential and desire to accomplish a lot of things, but she won't be able to achieve much. Neither her family nor her friends would support her. People would continue to take advantage of her. I'm sure she must be facing 1 or 2 deadlocks in life at the moment. So I have a tip for her. If she can add an underline to the broken part, she will be able to break through all her deadlocks. And she can be successful in the fields of literature, art, astrology, or spirituality.
Sir, you're absolutely right. I have helped so many people, but the favor has never been returned. Right now, I'm fighting a court case that's been going on since 2013. Can
Absolutely.
you recommend any remedy
Please
for my
add an
victory?
underline and an arrow to your signature. It shall definitely prove fruitful. You never know, in the span of 6 months or a year, your situation may transform into your favor.
Ma'am, we hope that you will apply Dr. Mishra's tip and achieve transformation in your situation.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Dear viewers, I can understand your excitement, but since there is limited time, we cannot invite more than 2 people for personal consultation in a single episode. Dr. Mishra, let us take the episode forward. You had mentioned in our last episode that you have divided the signatures into 18 different categories and had also explained 3 of them in detail. Our viewers would definitely be eagerly waiting to discover or learn about the rest of the categories. Could you please tell us about few more of the signatures today?
Of course, Ms. Garg. Today I shall explain 5 more kinds of signatures in this episode. Hope that would help and enlighten everyone. May I once again request my good friend and colleague, Mr. Ashok Datta, to kindly come on the stage and help us with the signatures.
Let's give a huge round of applause to Mr. Datta.
Hello, Raj. Hello, Ashok. Ashok, please show signature number 4 to our audience. Sure. Let me tell you all that this category of signature belongs to the class of artists. Such people are versatile, carefree, selfless, the kind of people that don't mind going out of their way to help others. Such people often start earning before the age of 20. But for such a person, further he goes away from his homeland to make a living, the better for him. He can be very successful in the fields of media, art and literature. If he pursues education, then he will become a professor. If he is an advocate, then he can become a judge of top rank. Such people often achieve great success after the age of 35.
Alright, Dr. Mishra. Shall we proceed to the next category of signatures and show them to our viewers?
Sure. Ashok, please proceed to signature number 5.
Dr. Mishra, these signatures that I can see look very unique. Please tell us about them.
Yes, Ms. Garg. Signature number 5 is a unique kind of signature. This belongs to people that are related to finance, like CA, etc. Maybe such a person is present among our viewers, or there might be someone that they personally know of. This is considered as a very good category of signature. Such people are often engaged in secret services. They always progress on their own ability. They're capable and self-dependent. They're trustworthy. They keep other secrets to themselves and never reveal them. But such people achieve success after facing a lot of ups and downs in life. They usually achieve success after the age of 28 to 30. They become quite rich and end up owning multiple cars and houses. They come under the top class of people in the society. They have connection with accomplished and influential people. But they are vulnerable to punishment by secret services, as they may sometimes engage in activities that go against the system. Or they may also get wrongly accused. It's best if they work in sectors of finance, police department or secret services.
Thank you, Dr. Mishra. Shall we move on to the next signature?
Yes, Ashok. Let's proceed towards signature number 6.
Dr. Mishra, these signatures are so tiny. Please tell us about them.
People with tiny signatures are a little secretive in nature. They keep their thoughts and plans to themselves. They like keeping their money collected. Such people rule. They hesitate to do their own work. And even if they do, they end up incurring a loss. They enjoy great health throughout their lives. Finance is a good sector for them, but their ideal fields of work would be income tax department, secret services, or government services.
Thank you, Dr. Mishra. Shall we proceed towards the next category?
Of course. Ashok, please show them signature number 7.
Alright. Dr. Mishra, these signatures come under what category?
Signature number 7, as you can see on the board, is known as the overlapping signature. The lines crisscross and overlap. A person with such a signature should go into the fields of art or interior designing. But such people are prone to betrayal, whether in personal life or professional life, so they should not easily trust others. They are often seen earning their livelihood between the age of 22 to 24. They either join a job or start their own business. By the time he is 35, he becomes the owner of his own house and car, so he is well settled by then. Such a person has multiple personalities. He is one type of person for his family, a different one for society, and an entirely different one for others. As he ages, money and fame come chasing after him. My tip for such a person would be to avoid black ink at all costs and go for blue ink and a ball pen to make his signature. If he can follow this tip, it will bring great benefit to his life.
Thank you, Dr. Mishra. Shall we move ahead and check the next signature?
Sure, Ms. Garg. Ashok, let's proceed towards the signature number 8.
Well, Dr. Mishra, this set of signatures are quite big. What would you like to say about them?
This is the best type of signature. The bigger a person's signature, the more broad-minded he or she is. They help others, are self-made people, and advance without caring much about others' opinions. But such a person often changes multiple career paths in life. They may change a lot of jobs or tasks or businesses. But steadily they reach a good position. Such a person earns a lot of money after the age of 40. They acquire a lot of property, multiple houses, cars, etc. They're often friends with people of higher rank and class than themselves. Because of their good conduct and behavior, such people are highly successful, respected, and admired in society. Great people become their fans. But they do face a lot of health issues like diabetes or heart-related illnesses. They often tend to gain weight in their old age. In a nutshell, they are considered as good people.
Alright, so signature number 8 comes under a very good category. As you have just mentioned, you had also promised us to talk about 5 different categories today in our episode, right? So that was the 5th category of today. Well, viewers, due to time constraint, we have to end the episode here. But before we do that, I would like to thank Mr. Datta for his help and contribution. Thank you, sir. Please take your seat.
Thank you. Thank you, Ashok.
Dr. Mishra, we all know that time is almost over, but before we end the episode, for our viewers watching the show through television as well as sitting here with us, I would request you to give a tip if you don't mind.
Sure. Today's tip is a very simple yet highly beneficial one. People who are struggling to get married or to buy a new car or house should take a piece of paper, write their own names once and sign on it. Fold the paper and leave the pen open. That is, leave the cap open. I assure you that they will see good results within 3 to 6 months of doing it.
Thank you, Dr. Mishra. Thank you so much. Well, we hope that our viewers watching this show through television would definitely apply the tip given by Dr. Mishra and benefit from it. And we hope the same for our audience sitting here with us as well. Dr. Mishra, we would have to let you go for now, but would request you to come back for our next episode. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Sure, thank you.
Take care. So viewers, that was Dr. Raj Deepak Mishra. Well, we hope that you all enjoyed today's episode. Hoping to see you again in our next episode and learn more about the theory of signature reading. Till then, I hope you will take good care of yourselves and come back to watch the show. Bye-bye.